Hey y'all, Heather here. Sorry I was in church crying, so I got stuff everywhere all over my face. But I have to get on this live because I did not go live the last couple of days because I was in Atlanta with Taria Vision Avant and the Book Prophets Club for Author All Stars. So I just want to hop on here and have a discussion about hotel drama, okay? So I went to Author All Stars in Atlanta. That was from Thursday till Saturday. Thursday we had the networking event. So we get on our flight. We fly Spirit. Okay, everything's great. The flight attendants are amazing, right? So we get to the Atlanta airport. Can I just say the Atlanta airport is probably something that heightens every bit of anxiety and whatever else I have going on in the moment, because it's a huge airport, but the way you have to move through that airport is just ridiculous. I mean, you could get to the airport 2 hours early, and by the time you get to where you're supposed to go as far as your gate is concerned, they may already be boarding and you got like 30 minutes before you pull off. When you come back home, you get off that plane, you walk out, you go straight to your baggage, and you are done within like 20 minutes. I just don't understand, right? So moving on to the networking event. We go to the Hilton in Buckhead. I am a Hilton Honors member. But this experience was a little challenging. Okay, so we go, we check in, and we give our voucher, and we go into a room. The supervisor gives us a key to a room. Okay, so we go into the room. My husband starts eating. We're unpacking. The same supervisor calls the phone. I can't hear him. He can't hear me. So I go downstairs to see what he's calling about. He tells me they don't take the voucher, right? So I said, okay, I'm from out of state. I called and did a reservation over a month ago, said I was using the voucher. The lady said it was fine. She notated it. He said, yeah, well, I just found out that we don't use the voucher. All right, there was nothing he could do for me, so we had to take our stuff out of the room, give back the key, and figure it out. Okay, so thank God we didn't go by ourselves. So, that was taken care of. The next day, we're running late. We're hustling and bustling. We were supposed to have on, my husband was wearing a suit and tie, and I was going to wear a really nice dress. Like, I probably was going to look very similar to today, but the dress was going to be different. Because of what happened, we had to go to the networking event and what we flew in wearing. So I said, okay, I'm just going to press my way through because, stuff happens. You got to press your way through. And we heard Taria's story about what happened to her when she was pressing her way through and all the different back and forth she had to do. She left from Houston going to Atlanta, had to turn back around because she forgot something, yada, yada. So we all had to press our way through something. So go to the event, get up the next day, talk to a director of the front end. She says, you know what, for your trouble, we're going to put you in a room free of charge. Let me have your ID. She scanned the ID. She said, when you get back from your event, just tell them that there's an envelope with your name on it. Okay, great. We go to the event. We go to check into the event. As we're checking in, the phone rings. Ring. Mrs. Robinson? Yes, speaking. Hi, this is so-and-so from the Hilton in Buckhead. I'm able to get you a room, but it has to be at a discounted rate. I can't give it to you for free. Okay, whatever. So I give my husband a phone. He deals with it. Whatever. We go back to the hotel. We give our name. The same supervisor that was there the first night that didn't know what was going on was there again. He had no idea what he was looking for. So thank God the guy that was there earlier during the day was there to be able to say, oh, okay, yeah, they're coming. This is their room key. So we finally get a room key and we go in. And I go to turn the water on to take a shower. Guys, I can't make this up. The shower, I turned the water on all the way to hot like you do, turned the shower on, went to try to adjust the temperature of the water and could not turn the valve. And I mean, the water is filling up in the tub. I'm like, is it a slow drain? I don't know. And then the shower couldn't get up. And then I'm asking my husband, can you come turn it off? He couldn't turn it off. He was like, I don't want to break these people's stuff because he's strong like the Incredible Hulk. So I tried to call downstairs again. And remember, this is a new room. The phone was working, but nobody was answering. So I called from my cell phone. I got an answer. I told the guy, I said, well, I'm in the new room that you sent me to, but guess what? The shower won't turn off, and you might want to send somebody up here really fast, because if not, you're going to have a flood. It's going to overflow. So the guy comes up. He's trying. He can't get it. He goes to check for another room for us. He moves us to yet another room. I don't know whatever happened with the water. But guys, this was a very interesting turn of events, because this goes to show you that when you try to press your way through to get somewhere that you know you're supposed to be, sometimes there will be things that try to get in your way. And I know you guys can say, well, you know, maybe it was just that you weren't meant to go. No, I would not have gone if the Lord told me don't go. I believe that I was where I needed to be to get what I needed to get. But sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to work out. They work out, but not the way you want them to. And isn't that just how God works? Things will work out the way he wants them to in his time for your life. And so Romans 8:28 is my favorite scripture. Y'all know this. And it says, for we know that all things, not some things, not most things, but all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purposes. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're pressing your way through, whatever the season of life is, you sit in it, you don't stay there. You got to get up and you got to keep trying. Dust yourself off and try again. Don't let these distractions or these little hurdles turn into big mountains or walls, and you allow it to stop you from getting to what God has for you. Sometimes the walls are placed there to see, how are you going to handle this wall? How are you going to handle this test? How are you going to handle this trial? And so I just wanted to get on here and encourage y'all. I mean, you know I haven't been on for a couple of days, and this is technically day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. But because we talked about Christmas travel, and because I went to an event during the Christmas season, I decided to share this, because for you guys that are traveling, sometimes you might have issues. You might have flight issues, booking the flight there or back, getting a round trip, having layovers. Might be an issue when you get into the airport. You know, people have their different attitudes because it's very busy, to hustle and bustle, and they have to do their job with a smile on their face, although people are mistreating them. Sometimes we have to give other people grace. And one thing that I learned through this process, as we pressed our way through and went through that on the first night, went to the networking event and had a great time, got a lot of contacts, built a lot of relationships. So that's going to be great for business. But when we pressed our way through the next day to the conference, I posted my takeaway yesterday, but I always think about when the Bible talks about what's in your hand. Like, God has equipped you for what he's called you to. He wouldn't bring you through it if he wasn't going to bring you he wouldn't bring you to it if he wasn't going to bring you through it. And he's not going to call you to something that he doesn't give you the proper tools to actually go through, right? So if I'm calling you to speak, I'm going to give you those tools. And you're going to do it through God. You're not going to do it on your own, because we can get success and do a lot of things on our own. But if you notice, a lot of people that do it on their own, sometimes they crash and burn, and sometimes things just happen. But if you want to really, 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 really push your way through to whatever it is that you think you're called to, or that you think you're supposed to do, you are going to go through tests. It does not come easy. That's not how this thing called life works. Things are not going to always come easy for you, but what is worth having is worth fighting for. So sometimes you got to fight. Sometimes you got to fight against those feelings. Sometimes you got to fight against those thoughts. Sometimes you got to fight against the naysayers, but you got to get up and you got to fight. If you want it, go after it. I'm not saying break the bank. I'm not saying go broke. For me, going to Author All-Star was not a go broke situation. I didn't break the bank. There was situations that happened while I was there. And I wasn't the only person that had situations. So, but I just feel like in this season that we're in, and everybody is trying to figure out who they are, why they're here, where they're going, what they're supposed to be doing, trying to, get their footing. Know that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have some stuff that knock you down, but you're going to have the strength and the grit to get back up. You just need to know you were built for whatever God is calling you to. And you got to change your mindset. Negative mindset begats negativity. Positive mindset will get you a positive return. What you invest is what you will get back. Thank you, Holy Spirit. When you invest in something, you're looking for a return. So if you're looking for a great return, you need to make a great investment. And sometimes that means showing up in the room. Showing up where you are supposed to be. Because sometimes we will say no to something because there's an investment. And sometimes the investment's not even big. But when you say no to investing in yourself, what does that say? And I'm not saying you have to go out here and spend $50,000, but I am saying that anybody that is working on themselves for self-gain, self-care, self-health and wellness, or if you are trying to build a business, you have to invest. And it's more than just time. You have to invest finances because a business cannot run off of your looks or your talent alone. So I say all that to say, this is counting as, I believe, the 5th day of Christmas. Okay. It's supposed to be day 7, but I'm on day 5. Don't worry. The videos are going to catch up. But I just want to encourage you guys, if you feel like your back is against the wall, or you feel like you're going through something, everybody is having a challenge. You just don't know it because you're in your own, right? But understand that this too shall pass. So if you are looking to build anything, if you are looking to build yourself up and you're building up your spiritual muscle, if you're looking to build up your business, if you're looking to build up your speaking ability, if you're looking to build up your writing skills, anything you are looking to build up, you need to invest. Sometimes it's time, sometimes it's effort, sometimes it's money. Now, if you are looking to become a author who has 100% ownership, and I'll talk more about this tomorrow, contact me. I am 100% about ownership. I don't want you to publish under me. I want to show you how to publish your work under your name or your company, so you have 100% ownership and you make all of the residuals that come from your book, and then plug you into where you can be awarded for your efforts. So if you are looking to link arms with me and you want to build that ownership up for yourself, I've come across people who are published through a publishing company, people who are published through Amazon or KDP, and they're looking for that ownership. Contact me. I have a coaching special specifically for you. My coaching is not going to be $2,000, $2,500, $7,500 or anything else. It's going to be something that is affordable. I am going to work with you. I meet you where you are, and then we build from there. You're interested? Either DM me, leave your information in the comments, however you want to contact me, and then I will send you in the DM my actual set more so you can get on my calendar. You guys, I pray that you have a great rest of your day, and if you are in Pennsylvania like me and it's raining, stay dry, stay warm. Bye.